In this video, we're going to be talking about the Law of One in 5 easy to understand parts. So first of all, I just want to cover what is the Law of One, because most of you are going to be wondering, why on earth am I going to watch the whole of this video? Well, the Law of One is what many ancient cultures and what many higher dimensional beings believe to be the base foundation of everything that this universe amounts to. So every single aspect of physical reality, of all of the dimensions and everything that we are a part of is ultimately the Law of One. And the Law of One simply means that we are completely one and whole. Doesn't matter whether you're over there or here, or you're in this dimension or over there, or in 1955 or 2020 in 600,000 years or whatever, right? You are one and you are all. And it is a beautiful concept, because what it means is if you truly understand it, is that really nothing matters and yet everything matters at the same time. Because if we are one and the whole and we are one and everything, then there's nothing to fear. Because no matter what we experience, what we do, what we go through, we're still going to be a part of this whole. We're still going to be a part of the one. But in our individual experiences, we're still getting the lessons, the experience, the soul lessons, the individual time that we asked for. You see, physical reality in many ways is bound by time. Okay, when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, you are on a clock. Okay, as much as time is an illusion in this reality, because if it wasn't, we would be just floating around creating left, right, and center, right? In order for you to truly focus on the lessons and the experience you wanted to have, you decided to come into this realm, into this dimension, this physical plane. Okay, so this is basically the Law of One. This is how it works. So what we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about 5 parts so that you can fully understand each aspect of the Law of One in a gentle way. There's a lot to it, but we're going to cover it in these 5 parts. So number 1, and the first part, like I mentioned, is that everything is one and the same. So if everything is one and the same, what does that mean? You know, so you're telling me, James, are you saying that that man over there is me? You know, if I'm a woman, that man over there is me, or if I'm a man, that woman is me? Well, that doesn't make sense. I'm a man, or I'm a woman. Yes, but energetically, vibrationally, there is no difference, there is no change. Just because you are experiencing 2 different bodies in 2 different spaces in time, and this 3rd dimension, does not mean that you are not connected energetically. Now, some of you, that might put the fear of everything in you and say, well, I know a lot of a-holes in this world, and you're telling me I'm energetically connected to them? Yes. But the key to understanding this is that you do obviously have boundaries. It's not just like you're completely interlinked and there's no way of protecting you from any energies around you. Of course there is. You know, I do a lot of work with this myself. It's what I study myself, and there are a lot of great people out there who do this beautiful kind of energy work. But what it means is that whether or not you're here now in this dimension, or you've died and moved on, or you've not been born yet and you're ready to come into a new life, you have the same energy signature, the same light, and the same love within you as every single person that walks without you. Okay, by what I mean by without you is without, outside of your inner body. The truth is that those people are within you. Okay, those people are within your deep being that is not a part of this flesh and bone, this matter that we have, right? They are a part of you in the whole. And I was channeling a beautiful, beautiful guide called Eric with my friend Flavia, and he put it beautifully. He said, you and me and Flavia, we are all on the same level. And there are people in the world who are there together, and they are all on the same level. So we have different places where people are connected and they are at one. They are at one here and they're at one here, but ultimately they are all one in the whole. So the Law of One being this understanding that no matter who you are, where you are, what you've done, the good or the bad you've done, you are still at one. So it's a beautiful way of thinking at it, because if everything is one and the same, number 1, then that means that whatever it is you do in life, you are doing to yourself. Okay, whatever it is you do, so whether it's being judged, that's the fear of stopping you doing bad things, whether it's just morals that's stopping you doing bad things, you should realize that whatever you do to other people, you're doing to yourself, right? It is a reflection, it is a mirror. You are bouncing back the same energy that you're giving off, but sometimes we don't see that. So that's number one. Number two, and my personal favourite because it has opened my heart like an absolute doorway into a beautiful dimension, is love and light. So number two is love and light. And love and light is the concept and the understanding that that is our absolute base material. Okay, even though it isn't material, it is our base substance. It is what we are, it is what we originated from. And whether you go up or down or through the dimensions, because, you know, again, we're still focused on this very linear geometrical perspective of physical reality, right? Whether you go up, down, left or right into these dimensions, you are still going to be returning back to that love and light. You know, have you all heard it before? You know, go to the light. When people are passing away, they see a light, or they see a string of a silver thread that goes through them. Okay, this beam of light, light of the Holy Spirit, light of the Egyptian, the sun, Ra. Okay? A lot of ancient cultures and a lot of people knew and understood that we come from the ultimate essence of light. Okay, light and love, that is what we are, that is what we are created in. Because, and I have met many beautiful guides, mine themselves are very wise and very beautiful guides, and they have nothing but love for who we are, and what we're doing here on this planet. And whether they are angels in heaven, whether they are guides in another dimension, or they are just beings of love and light that we don't truly have to fully understand right now, they come from love. And I know my guides do. They tell me things from love, they share wisdom with me from love, and they help me to get to where it is that I want to be. And that's the key. You know, that's how we truly understand, number two, this concept of love and light, and how it is really and truly our ultimate base place of origin. So number three, which is one of my favorites as well, is the two different aspects of the law of one. You either come from service to others or you come from service to self. Okay? Now, service to others is one of the most amazing forms of love and light because you always give to other people within boundaries. Okay, you actively look to serve other people, you actively look to give and to do for other people, you actively look in your life to help other people to feel free and to move forward and to live and love in their lives. If you are just service to self, yes, you're still serving yourself, but that can also come with more negative connotations because you're not spreading the love and light in the effective way you could be. Because of course we do have to have a certain level of service to self, but if you are doing service to others, you are automatically doing service to self. So I just want to be very clear with this, okay? Service to others is the best of both worlds. Service to self comes with a hindrance, it comes with a negative connotation because you're not actively looking to help and to love the people out there and who are out there struggling and suffering. You're not actually actively you're not actually looking to help other people. So this beautiful aspect of the law of one is if you are focusing on service to others, you are automatically focusing on service to self, which I think is a really beautiful concept of the law of one, and one that can really change our lives for the better if we fully understand it. And the fourth concept that I want to talk about today is the mind, body, and spirit being one. Now, this is an amazing understanding of the law of one because a lot of people out there, and love and light to all of you, you are meditating, you are focusing on channeling, you're focusing on all of the metaphysical stuff, but yet you're forgetting about your physical body. Okay, and I did this for a very long time. I'm not trying to say anything here. I did this for a very, very long time. I was focusing on meditation and channeling, but I wasn't focusing on my physical body. I wasn't training, I wasn't eating properly. You know, I still have to tidy up my diet, right? So this idea of the body, mind, and spirit being one helps you see that if you are benefiting one, you must also look to benefit the other two. Okay, if you're meditating all the time, go out for a run, go down the gym for half an hour. You know, I only go to the gym for approximately 45 minutes to 60 minutes, and that's all I need. And I can completely demolish myself in that amount of time, right? So if you can devote an hour to 2 hours of your day to this beautiful beneficial practice of meditating for the mind, training for the physical body, and loving and practicing love and light for your spirit and for your soul, then what you'll do is you'll really fully understand and really encompass yourself in the whole. Because again, you can't push one without the other three, because it's a part of ourselves. We are connected all in this beautiful and magnificent way. So the little part to take away from number 4 is really focus on loving and improving all 3 aspects of your mind, body and spirit, because this will help you to really open yourself up to a whole new beautiful world. So I hope that number 4 really helped. And number 5 is understanding your own personal truth. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by this is there are certain belief systems that have been indoctrinated and planted and reinforced in our societies that have held us back from being who and what we truly are. Now, that will be different for everybody, okay? Some of you might be photographers, some of you might be actors or fashion models, some of you might be into makeup or spiritual practice or meditation or crystals or finances. You know, you might be lawyers, you might be business consultants. But your truth is your truth. And if you do not follow it, then what will happen is you will come to a discord, to a brick wall. You know, you'll get to the point where you look at life and you think to yourself, I don't know where I am. I feel stuck. I feel depressed. I feel anxious. I feel nervous. What do I do in my life? What am I doing? What am I? Why am I here? Right? And all these questions will pop up because you're not truly understanding yourself, your role in this beautiful oneness. You know, the fact that you are not separate, you are not just a random being floating around with no purpose or no meaning. You have a purpose, you have a meaning. Even if it's as simple as to just learn your lessons here. That's still a beautiful act in this world. Okay, that's a beautiful reason and a beautiful way to be here. Because physical reality can be tough, you know, we all know it. It's a part of it. You know, we can learn through pain and we can learn through joy. But most of us find it difficult to learn through joy because we get comfortable, we get complacent. You know, if you were to truly learn through joy and trust the universe and know what is coming and know how to be and just let things flow and let things happen, you'll learn from joy. But most of us learn through pain. Now again, something I'm learning myself. You know, we either learn through pain or learn through joy. But the key to this is still understanding your own personal truth. And it doesn't have to be that, you know, I'm going to tell you what your truth is. No, of course not. Unless you want coaching with me, then we can find out what your truth is. But the key to these aspects of life and these aspects of the law of one is to understand that your truth is yours. And if you are being denied it by anybody in the world, if you are being denied it by people who are trying to hold you back and try and put you in a cage, in a box, then you're not truly living to your fullest potential. You will always be one, but you still must live to your own personal truth and to your fullest potential. And that is why I'm here. That's why I do these. That's why I help with these videos, so that you can really, truly find the place in this world that you want to be in. So listen guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was the law of one in 5 steps. Just to recap, number 1 of the law of one is everything is one and the same. Number 2 is love and light. Number 3 is service to self or service to others. Number 4 is the mind, body and spirit. And number 5 is understanding or learning your own personal truth. And these are really beautiful and fantastic ideologies and understandings of the law of one. So I really truly hope this helped. If you haven't already, come across and follow me on Instagram and subscribe and click the notification bell icon if you've got this far and you enjoyed the video. And listen, I just hope that you thoroughly enjoy this content. If you're doing any coaching or if you're doing any help with any aspects of this, drop me a message and I'll happily help you through any of those. And listen, from me, love and light to all of you. I hope you have a beautiful, fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.